Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Sign up for a 1-week free trial, no credit card required, for access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Checking in on Twitter, GoPro X and CHK on the daily weekly time frame. So the Twitter bears are still in control as we are seeing a struggle to see an oversold bounce play out. But the bulls have a higher low now established. So our low was 1591, a bounce attempt rejected from 1648. We now have our higher low of 1596. So a higher low by 5 cents and a close at the high of the day. If the bulls want to get momentum on this oversold bounce, they have to break 1648. And from there, we'll be looking up towards $17. So there is some nice potential upside here. But we have to see confirmation of this bullish reversal candlestick today, tomorrow, in order to be heading back up to that 1648 level. So bears still in control, but the bulls showing a couple signs that they could be close to showing up. Obviously some correlation with the overall market, so it depends on what we see with SPY, but the weekly time frame still very weak. No follow through from a potential bullish reversal hammer. Inside bar is forming with the tightening range, and we have to see that lower high break on the daily time frame. Otherwise the bears will remain in control. And even then, because we broke the higher lows on the daily time frame, we will just be anticipating a short-term oversold bounce without a ton of follow-through for the bulls, so we need to be anticipating that and quicker to lock in profits if playing bullish. GoPro consolidating a bit today, establishing a new support at 995. We did lose the upper Bollinger Band support after 3 days in breakout mode, so consolidation is now beginning. If we break 995, the next level is down at 951, so the bulls really want to hold that level, and resistance is now going to be the high of today of 1040, and then looking up at 1085. So normal healthy consolidation considering the big time bull move that we've seen, and the weekly time frame potentially forming a bearish reversal candlestick. If we see weakness follow through here over the next 2 trading days, the upper wick on this candlestick is pretty significant, especially if we close below $10, this 50-week moving average resistance, which we could potentially reject from as we rejected from it last week. So a close under $10 would be a bearish signal on GoPro on the weekly time frame, but because we have broken a lot of resistance here, we will be looking for a weekly higher low to form, and then the bulls attempting to try and reverse this trend a little bit more significantly. So daily time frame over the next 2 days and how this weekly candlestick shapes up will be important. X on the daily time frame, inside bar to be watching with a range of 2378 to 2445. Potential for a bearish entry opportunity here. Just because we broke the higher lows, the shift of momentum has taken place. We have bounced 4 or 5 days in a row. We're rejecting from the 100-day moving average resistance. And if we see a bearish break of this inside bar of 2378, I'm looking at 2355 and 2286. So potential for the bulls to be tiring themselves out on this bounce all depends on how we react to the 100-day moving average resistance and this inside bar currently forming. The weekly time frame is over the middle Bollinger Band almost by default at this point because it is dropping down so rapidly each week. But we did regain the 200-week moving average, and we did see this bullish MACD cross follow through. So all in all, it's not a complete disaster for the X-Bulls. It's just this daily chart did get really ugly on that pullback. So how we break from this little tight 2-day pattern is going to be very telling. If we get a bull break over the 100-day moving average, this weekly candlestick is going to be looking a lot more bullish. So pretty important end of the week here, watching this inside bar tomorrow. CHK on the daily time frame still incredibly weak. Bullish reversal candlestick seeing no follow through, exponential resistance rejecting the price. Support was 466, and as soon as we broke that level, 466 and 465, we saw a pretty significant bear move, and that was affirming bearish control once that higher low pattern broke. So bears are back in full control now. Resistance is a double top the past 2 days of 448, and then I'm looking at 459, and the weekly time frame shows no bounce in sight. Potential for the weakest close that we have seen in over a year, and we're looking down at support now after 431. I'm looking at 413 and 393, and bears in full control of this space here on CHK. So that's what we've got here heading into tomorrow. Watching Twitter close, because if we do see this higher low and higher high, there will be some decent gains to the upside, and a clear stop level would be if we break 1591 support. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll check back in tomorrow.